Hey everybody, Missy here, Pushing Weight Fitness, and today I wanted to go live because this is the last part in the series, Understand It and Demand It, and I titled this message Straight Talk. And when I was in high school, a bunch of us would get together and hang out on the weekends like most teens do, but if there was ever a secret to be told or a decision to be made, or nobody could come to agreement, we always called that straight talk. So that's kind of what I wanted to do today. I wanted to come and kind of let you know that, today's been a bad day. I'm not going to lie. Not that it's a bad day because my day was bad. Things went pretty good, but straight talk, honestly, I do the personal training and fitness coaching and things, but I also have a full-time job. And, all those things are great, but, today is kind of tough for me. I just recently lost a friend, and that's where the Understand It, Demand It comes from in this series, and kind of gone too soon, and that's why I think, health and fitness is so important. And not only is it your physical sense, it's also your mindset. And today I've really struggled with staying on top of my own game and my own mindset. I see how that it can be very easy for people to fall into depression. I recently had another friend in a pretty critical accident, and it's bothering me. It's bothering me bad. It's keeping me from things. I didn't work out today, which is not typical of me. It's consumed me. It's kind of made things hard, and I understand that, people go through things all the time. Suffer loss, or, tragic tragedy happens, but this one's kind of affected me pretty hard. Very special, near and dear to my heart. Friend of elementary years, and it's tough. So I just want you to know that things will happen, and every day is not going to be perfect. Every day is not going to be all rainbows and unicorns or whatever. I mean, and sometimes people, I've noticed, like when I first started Facebook, that, I don't want people out there to think that, that's why I'm kind of doing this, because this is a bad thing to try and post, and not really bad. It's almost like a downer. I like to come to this group with live energy and stuff, but I also want you to know it's okay to take a minute and reflect and be grateful for what it is that you do have, and, kind of appreciate a little bit more of the people that you do still have, and enjoy them while they're here, and let them know that, because it's one of my biggest problems is I don't do that. I don't say I take people for granted, but it's unlike me to say, you know what, man, you're cool. I really like you. You're awesome. That's hard. I don't do that. I figure if I'm talking to you, then, you should know that, but that's not necessarily the right way, and it took a lot of tragedies with friends and stuff lately for me to realize that. And I've always been known as kind of the tough, chick, but being tough is kind of hard right now. It's really hard, and the thing with Facebook is sometimes I notice if you take everything you see, people aren't necessarily going to post the bad stuff, and sometimes I've even got caught up in that too. It's like, man, do these people ever work? I mean, they're always going here and there and here and there, and you can get kind of caught up in what are they doing that I'm not, and kind of feeling down on yourself. But you realize overall that people are not going to necessarily post the bad stuff. Yeah, they're going to post the drama, that's for sure, but they're not going to post the things like this, the things that are severe to your heart, near and dear, and just overall like depressing stuff. I mean, this is hard. So I wanted to come live just to share that don't get caught up in what you read in social media. Everything is not always rainbows. Everything is not always, gonna be okay. I mean, you're gonna have bad days. Like today was a day that I should have hit the grind. I really should have, but I need time for me, and I encourage everyone today to take some you time and reflect on all the things that are important to you. And this is straight talk. This is straight up. This is what we did in high school. And straight talk usually never left that room. So I'm just sharing this because I feel it's important that sometimes we get caught up in our daily hustle and bustle and we don't stop and take time to enjoy or breathe or take a moment to really say what we think and feel to people that really, want to hear it. It's too late when they're gone. Enjoy every moment. Like one of my favorite quotes is "Make each day count," and I thought I was living by that, but honestly, I realized lately that I kind of haven't. I haven't been making things count like they should. I kind of get caught up in that too. It's like you wake up, you hustle and bustle, you get ready for work, you drive to work, you do your work, you rush home, you cook dinner, you clean, you take care of the children if you have them, you wash clothes, and then next thing you know, it's, oh my gosh, it's late, and then you go to sleep and you sleep a few hours and you get up and do the whole thing tomorrow. I mean, that's sometimes how I get myself caught up in. And today, the straight talk message that I want to put out there is to take the time and tell someone, just one person, whether it be your mom, your sister, your husband, your boyfriend, your cousin, whatever, say, you know what, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you being in my life. You've been an important part of my life, et cetera, because when they're gone, you can't say it. They won't hear you. And again, this is not my typical live feed, but if you do nothing but post the roses, the thorns that are included on those roses are still there. And uncovering some of that stuff is important to, a healthy life too. So, straight talk. Have straight talks with people. Thanks for watching, and I'm starting a new series tomorrow. So, have a good night.